Good morning, brothers and sisters. It's Mike. I'm back with you again today. Uh, I want to start out with a prayer. Uh, dear Father in heaven, the great Spirit, the true God, and His Son, Jesus, that spilt His blood for us. I pray, you give me wisdom to say these things, and the wisdom of the three chiefs that came to me and their son, Black Elk, who has wisdom from them, who shares it with me. I thank you, and I will deliver my message as well as I can. I know that I make mistakes, but I believe in you, and I believe in your wisdom, and I will share it. Thank you. Amen. Well, good morning, brothers and sisters. Yesterday, I told you I seen two flocks of geese, and they were in a circle, two circles of geese, and there was some scattered around the edges, and there was maybe 30 geese in the first circle and 30 geese in the second circle, which were coming out of the east, which means they were going to the west. They this time of year, the geese I see are normally flying to the south to replenish themselves, and instead they'll follow the food going to the south. This year, I see the geese in two circles, two groups of geese that are they're not in their formation. They're always in their formation this time of year. They know there's a storm coming, so they turn to the north, and then they head to the east, and they hold their formation in the circles. Uh, the geese are an animal created by the Great Spirit, God. These geese are they mate for life, and when their mate dies, they do not remarry. They will not remarry. They're faithful to the goose that they are with for life. The geese fall, they're easy prey for the coyote and the eagle of darkness. For this reason, because they will not abandon their children. They stay with their children as groups, and they protect their children. They surround their children. If one of their children goes astray, he's easy prey and he's gone. The goose will protect from the coyote. They will go up and attack the coyote and fight the coyote, and while the others escape to the water so they can get away, and that goose may end up in the coyote's mouth. But the goose is faithful to his family. He will fight for his family. Uh, the goose is on totem poles throughout this Native Americans' history, and the Native Americans understood the goose, and they've seen this happen before because they've been through it. Uh, so the goose is going to be carried off to the east, I believe, is what I'm getting out of this. I'm just being honest with you. Black Elk, he gives me wisdom, and I don't have perfect wisdom, and he knows this, and he knows I make mistakes, but I'm only flesh. And the goose protects her young. They protect their young. There's a time in the season when they're molting and they cannot fly, and they stay by the water so they can escape. And if they're all in a group, the black eagle will just wait. He's sitting there waiting for one to stray off so that he can get it. The goose is too big for the dark eagle to carry off, so they prey on the young. They want the young, the young. The water is their safety. And the meaning of what I seen is it was not a vision, it was the actual geese. And I talked about it in my previous video. And also, another animal that they trusted and knew was the horse. They understood the horse. They understood what the horse was all about. You've heard the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. The horse had wisdom, and the Native Americans learnt from the horse's wisdom. If the horse did not drink the water, they would not drink the water. They knew that the horse knew. A horse in a pasture will eat everything except the thorny bush. He will not touch the thorny bush. He will eat only what he wants. He's a picky eater. He knows what to eat. He knows how not to infect himself. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make him drink. He only drinks the water of the campfire of the three wise chiefs with the blue flame, and it's purified with the silver. The horse knows the water. So the Native American trusted the horse's wisdom. The Native Americans did not have to put a bit in their horse to control him. They controlled their horse with love, and their horse was faithful to them. The horse knew by the gestures of the rider. The horse knew what to do. The horse knew what the rider wanted just by the love and the touching and the feeling, because they knew the horse, and they lived with the animals. They understood all of the animals, every animal out there they knew, because they did not destroy the animals. They lived with them. They took only the meat that they needed from the buffalo and the furs that they took, and all of it was utilized. There was no waste. No waste. The horse is a great animal. It is a great animal that saved many lives from them. The horse is wisdom, and wisdom comes from the light, and the light is what saves us for the storm to come, and the storm is coming. If you look outside and you see what's going on in this world, and the muzzling of all the people with the mask, and the new laws that are going to be forced upon us to break the Great Spirit's words, his tablets that he gave us, which the goose followed. The goose had that in him. They were faithful, and they were meek. The meek brothers and sisters, time is running out. 11/11 is almost upon us. Things are going to happen before then. The horse knew that the water, he will be led to water that is as sweet as honey. Tastes good, and it's clear. It looks very clear, crystal clear. But the horse knows if it's sweet as honey, he won't drink it. It's if somebody's trying to give it to him, and he knows that it is sweet as honey, but it is no good. Sweet as honey in the mouth, but in the stomach, it leads to death. It leads to the dark place. So the wisdom of the horse and the wisdom of the geese are at play here. And they had that wisdom, and the Native Americans understood that wisdom. And the flocks of geese I seen represent people that will have the water that the horse will not drink offered to them, and they are wise and they will not drink that water. The horse will not eat from the thorny bush. He knows it will kill him. He eats only what is good, what the Great Spirit put in him to eat, and all had plenty for him. The Native Americans were very wise. Their shields represented what they were all about. They told the story when they were born. They were given names that we have taken away. They were taken away from him. And their shields were about the name and the animals and what they represented and what they stood for, and they would meet other tribes and they would know who they were by these shields. And it was good because there was no hate. The dark eagle existed amongst them also, but they knew. They knew. The horse and the geese are a sign. The geese showed me things to come. The east will be carried off to the east in two big groups because they have light, and the darkness doesn't like the light, so they will carry them off and do what they will do, like they have done before. And this will be the last time they do this. That's what the Father, the Great Spirit, God, and His Son know all of this. And we are going to be tested, brothers and sisters. Open your eyes. The water is going to be as sweet as honey, but in the stomach it will be bitter. Do not drink the wrong water, and the water will be offered to us. Do not drink it. The wise ones will probably understand this. They will, because it comes from wise chiefs. And Black Elk, who was a great medicine man, he was not a witch doctor. He was a medicine man. He cared for all people. He was not prejudiced. His camp is open to all colors. He sees no color. He's like me, myself. I've never seen color. I only want to see beautiful people holding hands, doing for each other, giving each other. We must pour. We must offer our enemies water, clean water, and good food, not of the thorny bush, not the black water, but the pure water with the silver in it. By doing so, brothers and sisters, we will put hot coals on their head. The Great Spirit knows this. God and His Son. His Son is here right now. We have a short time. These things I say are from my heart, and I pray for my enemy, and I want to thank everyone. I want everyone to see the light, The Son of the Great Spirit is coming back. He will be hard to see. They will make him look like the Dark One, just like the first time he was here. They will hate him. They will not want to hear his words. The Father says his words will be spoken through an angel, and those who will hear it, and those who will not, will not. the ones that follow the darkness and the false light, fire that comes out of the sky will be deceived. And I pray for them. Our Father's grace is beyond measure, and He has shown me that. He's shown me His grace is big. And I think I'm going to go ahead and pass the feather back to Black Elk. Father in heaven, I thank you for these words of wisdom you have given to me. And I pray that everyone hears it. I know the wise ones will hear it and find light in it. The dark ones will turn it into darkness. That's all they know is darkness. I pray for all people in the world. I love you, Father. I love you, Jesus, and I love all people. Amen. God bless. Well, folks, I'll make another video. I thank you for watching, and I appreciate your patience with me. I'm only human. I'm of the flesh, and their wisdom would come out of their mouth way better than it comes out of my mouth. I know this. I love everyone. Thank you for watching. God bless everyone. Goodbye.